Tonight's game is being brought to you by City National Bank as the Angels go looking to make it 2 in a row against the Detroit Tigers. Nice win overall by the Halos last night, especially just a complete victory from the offensive side of the pitching. We'll see if they can double it up tonight for Game 2 against the Tigers. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubazon, Victor Rojas, and we certainly saw some exciting moments last night offensively, and really from the bottom part of the order. And Eric Young Jr. as well as Andrelton Simmons had big games for the Halos.
Yeah, Victor, real good balance, especially the bottom part of the order. Some energy from Eric Young Jr. What he did at the plate last night, what he did in the field was outstanding, especially when you look where he's at. The number 9 spot in the lineup as a pitcher, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to challenge him with a fastball. Well, that didn't work out so well. Home run to dead center field. He also had a sac fly, then an outstanding defensive play out in center field. The ground he covered, dives, and controls the baseball out in left center field. Mentioned that energy. Speaking of energy, Andrelton Simmons, once again, a big game. His first home run here at the Big A. 7th home run of the season, 2 hits in the game and a walk, but outstanding defense once again. This double play turned into a huge part of the game, over the top, about 89 mile an hour as far as baseball out of his hand there to be able to turn a double play. Also caught a line drive during the game. Great balance, good energy. Hopefully that will carry over here tonight.
And don't forget about Camber Jojan, a spectacular outing in that bases loaded, no out situation to get a strikeout, and of course that double play that we just saw. See what Andrew Heaney can do tonight against the Detroit Tigers. He's pitched well at home all season long. Jacob Turner makes his first start for the Tigers here tonight. We're just about ready for baseball in Southern California. Sit back, relax. Lineups and first pitch when we return.
Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 Highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers.
Another warm afternoon, early evening here in Southern California. 92 degrees yesterday at first pitch, 88 tonight. And a little bit muggy for whatever reason. And the heat's going to continue all week long. Got a day game tomorrow, off day on Thursday. Then the Oakland Athletics
the scorching hot Oakland Athletics roll into town for a 3-game set beginning on Friday night. Tonight, of course, it is 27 has turned to 27 t-shirt night giveaway. Of course, Mike Trout not in the lineup, still dealing with that sore right wrist. Had the cortisone shot yesterday morning and hoping to get back in that starting lineup on Friday in time for the A's coming in for the weekend.
I just have that feeling he'll be ready to go on Friday after getting a cortisone. We used to call it the cornerstone shot in the elbow and in the wrist and shoulder. Many of those back in the day.
Take a look at Ron Gardenhire's lineup for the Detroit Tigers. Game number 114. They're currently sitting at 47 and 66 on the year. Mike Gerber lead things off in left field. Jose Iglesias is shortstop. Nick Castellanos is in right field. Jamer Candelario at third base. Victor Martinez at DH. Nico Goodrum at second base. Ronnie Rodriguez gets the start tonight at first base. James McCann behind the plate. Jacoby Jones, the starting center fielder, will bat ninth as Andrew Heaney comes out. Must be the 21st start of the season for Andrew. 6-7 with a 3.75 ERA.
He has been outstanding at home. We've talked about it already today. 6-2 with a 2.44 ERA at home. My go-tos for Andrew Heaney to be successful and continue this good ride at the Big A is run that fastball inner half against those right-handed batters. That arm angle he throws at 3/4, and he's still able to get that in on a consistent basis. 93, 92, even 94 miles an hour. Hitters from the right side did not see that baseball well, and then you drop that good changeup, whether it's soft contact or even a swing and miss. His changeup has been very effective. We'll talk about that as the game progresses, how effective his changeup has been again of late.
Check out the Angels on the defensive side of things. Last night the outfield looked like this and remains the same tonight with Upton, Young, and Calhoun. Coward at third, Simmons at short, Fletcher at second, Pujols at first, Arcia behind the plate tonight.
And after that outstanding defensive play last night by Eric Young Jr., we're going to show him again here as far as highlighting the defense. He's played 54 games in his career. At second, he's played 261 in left field, 84 in center, 38 in right field. No errors so far, 1 assist so far this season for EY Jr.
Heaney's last start in St. Petersburg against the Rays, took the loss, gave up 4 runs on 6 hits, 6 innings of work through 98 pitches. Mike Gerber is ready to go. First one tonight is in there for a strike. First pitch brought to you by Carson Toyota. Gerber hitting 286. Brief action in the big leagues. Behind in the count at 0-2. He went 0 for 2 last time with a couple of walks. Eighth game for Gerber. 4 for 14 so far. And down goes Gerber. 1 out.
Not wasting any pitches either. That's great arm angle Andrew Heaney throws at. And I know it's tough against a right-handed batter. Can you imagine as a left-handed batter? Lefty's only in 217 versus Andrew Heaney. That baseball looks like it's starting right at your hip and ends up middle part of the plate, but firm at 92. Get a swing and miss. How late he is on that swing. Not seeing the baseball well out of his hand.
As much as we talked about the Tigers' struggles against right-handed pitching last night, they fared for the most part well against left-handers this year. 263 collectively. But they are out on the road, and that's where they have struggled mightily. 227 as a ball club away from Comerica Park. Iglesias behind in the count at 0-1. Shortstop hitting 267. 28 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, 45 runs batted in. Punches this one inside the bag. Nothing Pujols could do. And Iglesias will stop right there. It's a single with 1 out here the first.
It's a real good play by Cole Calhoun to cut that one off and keep a double play in order. Keep Castellanos from coming to the plate here with the man in scoring position. He runs that fastball in, just inside out on it, and right down the first base line for a base hit for Iglesias. Has hit the ball very well, especially against lefties this season.
Nick Castellanos at the plate. 1 for 4. It was a home run in the first inning against Nick Tropiano last night. 16th of the year, 59th RBI. He takes down and away. Speaking of Tropiano, on the disabled list today with the sore shoulder. Williams Jerez, the left-hander, One of two pitchers acquired by the Angels from the Boston Red Sox, and the Kinsler deal called up. He's in the bullpen. 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Big difference between pitching ahead and being behind for Andrew Heaney this season. 184 batting average when he's been ahead of the count. 274 when the hitter's in that good position to sit on a fastball.
And this is the guy that you don't want to put in a hitter's count overall, but against lefties, he's at 396 this season. 6 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Iglesias over at first with 1 out, just underway. Pulls this into the left side. Coward can't come up with it. So single for Castellanos. First and second as Upton throws back behind Iglesias. Candelario coming up.
It's that ground ball by Coward. Not easy to do. He's got very good range just by his glove. And to sit on a certain pitch, especially working ahead of the count. Got that pitch, didn't drive it, but hit it in the right position and pick up a base hit.
Candelario, the switch hitting third baseman, hitting .225. Takes down low. 34 extra base hits this year. 40 runs batted in. th start at home for Andrew. Delivers the 1-0. That's it there, 1-1.
One thing you have to remember for if you're Andrew right now, he made 2 pretty good pitches. Sometimes you got to give the hitters credit. They didn't square any of those hits up on your pitches, but you just got to think in terms, okay, I've got 11 double plays turned behind me this season. Let's try to get one right now.
1-1 pitch, and that's pulled down the left field line toward the corner. This one hops the wall. It'll be a 1-0 Tigers lead once again here in the first. A double for Candelario, his 18th of the season.
Doesn't happen too often for Andrew Heaney against his changeup of late. This time this one drifted right in the middle of the plate. And Candelario was able to hook that one right in the line. One hops it into the stands for a ground rule double.
Castellanos at third base. Victor Martinez coming up now. Slider missing down and in. Martinez, .235 hitter this season. 6 home runs, 35 runs batted in. 0 for 4 last night.
Very difficult out. A guy will make contact.
Pulled foul. We saw him last night against Tropiano. The guys, this Tigers team, just coming out hacking. No different here in the first inning.
Remember that game at Comerica Park for Andrew Heaney against the Tigers. Struggled hitting his spots, and they made him pay for it.
Victor flipping one foul on the first base side. 1-2. A little bit of trouble for Andrew Heaney. 1 run in, runners at second and third.
You could try to run that high fastball now. You have 2 options: that hard slider down in, or ride a high fastball to see if you can get that strikeout.
Try to get him to taste that slider. Evens up the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Martinez has hit .232 against left-handed pitchers, so he's right down the middle basically with his splits this year. last season on his contract. Got Nico Goodrum, the second baseman, on deck. Another switch hitter. Two from Heaney. Wild pitch goes all the way to the backstop. Castellanos coming home, and he is safe. 2-0. That was an air-mailed fastball, it looked like.
Trying to run that high fastball overthrew the fastball, ended up being over the plate and high. Talked about probably a good pitch to go after Martinez if you're going to try to get a strikeout, but he overthrew that and was not located on the inside part of the plate.
Candelario over at third base, infield halfway now. At least Simmons is. Same with Coward on the left side. Three-two and a walk. Not the start you were hoping for from Andrew Heaney. Strikeout with Gerber to start the game. The back-to-back singles, a double and a walk. So sprinkled in there a wild pitch. Nico Goodrum coming up, the second baseman, hitting .236. 10 home runs and 34 runs batted in. Nico went 0 for 3 last night. He's at .288 against left-handed pitching.
Not real easy to double up. He's only rolled into 3 double plays also.
Field back now at normal depth, looking for that double play ball.
Just on that follow through right there, Victor. Didn't look like he finished that up. Almost recoiled in his delivery.
Last start here was on the 27th against Seattle. It was 7th of July. Kind of no decision, but pitched well. 3 runs, 7 hits, went 8 innings, and did so in 81 pitches. 1-1. One and two.
2 good fastballs, upper part of the strike zone.
Two balls and 2 strikes. 21 pitches thrown by Heaney. 12 strikes, 9 balls. Don't have to worry too much about Victor Martinez at first base. He and Pujols having a nice conversation. Albert not really holding him on. 2-2 now. That's a ground ball to the right side. Fletcher has it. Flips to Simmons for 1. Relay back to first. Got him with a double play. Terrific job by Fletcher. And Simba once again.
Talked about that combination even on the pregame show. That's an excellent double play turn. That's the 81st double play turn by Andrelton Simmons. David Fletcher, the perfect feed, got rid of it quickly. 4-6-3 double play.
115 of the season. A little different look with Calhoun at the top. Upton jumping up to the 2 spot. Ohtani's a DH. Pujols the cleanup hitter at first. Simmons in the 5-hole at short. Fletcher at second. Coward at third base. Arcia behind the plate. And Eric Young Jr. batting ninth and playing center field. It's the 27-year-old right-hander native of St. Charles, Missouri, making his first start of the season for the Tigers. He was with the Miami Marlins earlier this year. Signed as a free agent on June the 6th.
Yeah, his fastball is 91-96 with a slider, curveball, and a changeup. My go-tos to be successful against him this evening is early fastball approach. Really good numbers career-wise for hitters against his fastball, and aggressive on the bases. He's allowed 52 stolen bases in 63 attempts in his career. Does have a pretty good pickoff move, but you can steal bases against him.
Originally a first-round pick out of high school, the 9th overall selection 2009 by the Tigers out of Westminster Christian Academy in Missouri. Missouri, as they say. Cole takes a strike. Calhoun comes in batting 207. 26 extra base hits. Within the 2 spot yesterday, went 0 for 4. Angels with a total of 8 hits in the 6-2 victory. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turner, at 27 years of age, listed at 6'5". Got traded from Detroit back in 2012. That was part of the Anibal Sanchez deal. Omar Infante also part of that trade. Played in the Cubs system, the White Sox, the Nationals. Mentioned the Marlins this year. Overall, 5 2/3 innings in the big leagues this season. 13 hits and an ERA north of 15. 4 games all out of the pen. He has been starting down in the minor leagues. It's called as a 2-2 count.
It's with the Tigers drafted for a number of years. Pitchers like Turner, Porcello, young power arms, try to develop them quickly, even at the major league level.
Yeah, he was drafted in 09 in the big leagues in 2011 as a 20-year-old. Cole fouls it off. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Porcello made it up there quickly himself out of high school, and he's been successful. He's really thrown the ball well this season again for the Red Sox.
Porcello also got up to the big leagues at the age of 20. Porcello's going that every other year thing, isn't he?
Yeah,
Cy Young Award winner 2 seasons ago. Cole lays off.
Going back to more of his 2-seam fastball. Remember, he went 4-seam fastball a lot and got hit pretty hard last season. Didn't get quite the run support that he had that year before for the Red Sox.
22-4 for Boston. They went 9-15 with Boston, 22-4, 11-17, now 14-4. He's going Saberhagen.
Yes.
3-2 now to Cole. Bounce foul.
Good at bat working already for Cole Calhoun.
Now the payoff pitch. Cole lines with the left center field. That's a base hit. Jones goes over to cut it off. Does so. They've all checked up a little bit. So Cole is on board with a leadoff single.
Such a good swing by Cole, even from our angle up here, to shorten up, lines it into left center field. Just a perfect swing. It's a fastball, pretty good fastball. It's down. Didn't try to pull it, stay back, let it travel, and lines it. It's perfect balance. Short through the baseball. And another base hit for Cole Calhoun.
Justin Upton at the plate. The man on. Nobody out here in the first. Tough night last night. 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. Back up breaking ball.
Trying to pull that pitch too. So much room on that right side of the infield. for Justin Upton.
The one bouncer towards short. Iglesias gets the big hop, flips it on the first high throw, and safe is Upton. Now goes an infield base hit.
Yeah, caught in between whether to go to second. It was good hustle by Cole, and then because of that, didn't quite get enough on the throw as Justin Upton beats it out for an infield single.
Snaps it over for Upton.
Pretty quick on the transfer, got rid of that baseball quickly, but Justin Upton down the line too quick, couldn't get him. That little bit of a high throw.
I think that the minute that he stopped, he originally was going to go to second base, because otherwise, if you know your play is going to first, especially as slick fielding as Iglesias is, you keep charging, you're an off-balance throw, and you get the out at first base. But I think he was thinking all of a sudden at the corner of his eye, sees where Cole was at.
Cole had a real good secondary lead, and as soon as that baseball was hit, he was going hard to second.
2 on, nobody out for Shohei. Down and away. Ohtani, 268 average, 11 home runs, 29 runs batted in. He's in the 5 spot last night, went 0 for 2, drew 2 walks.
9 of his 11 home runs hit here at the Big A. Good patience so far. Numbers against Turner in his career versus a fastball. 307 batting average, 33 home runs versus his fastball. Pretty good numbers for his secondary pitch, so Ohtani can sit on a fastball now.
Calhoun at second, up to the first. Shohei lifts one out toward left field. This one's got some carry to it. Gerber racing back. Gone! Big fly, Ohtani-san. 3-2 Halos.
Right on cue, got a fastball in a fastball count, patient first 2 pitches, and drives that one out. Way out over that 390 sign in left center field. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco Shohei Ohtani. 12th home run of the season. Boy, this baseball is covered. Stays back, good balance, and lines that one out. What a swing for Ohtani. Impressive distance the other way.
Single, home run. 3-2 here in the first. Here's Albert, nobody out.
I'm sure that was approved by the birthday boy, Mike Trout, as Shohei Ohtani got in that dugout.
Slider missing down and away. 2 balls and no strikes.
There's the birthday boy. He's hit a few home runs in that number 3 spot in the lineup.
Pujols over to short. Nice play by Iglesias to the backhand. And the misplay to first base as Iglesias kind of flipped it over there. Had all day. Albert rarely runs on those type of plays. And we'll see how they rule that. Looks like they're going to give Pujols a... Oh, I thought they were going to give him a hit. That's got to be an error.
Yeah, plenty of time to be able to get that out at first base. The low throw, the hop right on the grass and dirt area, stay low against Rodriguez, unable to make the play. Hit pretty well by Albert. Plenty of time though for Iglesias to make the play at first base, did not do so. By the way, Shohei Ohtani, number 3 spot in the lineup, 7 for 14 with 3 home runs. And 7 RBI in the number 3 spot.
Andrelton Simmons takes down and away.
So last night it was the lower part of the lineup doing the damage. The top of the lineup doing the damage so far here already in this game.
Little flare out to right field. Castellanos will play it on a hop.
And still nobody out here in the first as Simbo reaches. Had a multi-hit game last night. Picks up a single here in the first.
And you could see exactly what Anderson Simmons was trying to do. A lot of room on that right side of the infield. He wasn't trying to do a lot with that. Just try to punch that ball to the right side of the field. We mentioned it last night. The Angels, when they're hitting, the most shifted team against in Major League Baseball. A Hyundai key for this game today for the Angels to be successful. A little motley crew, home sweet home. The Angels have been playing much better at home of late. 3 runs already here in the bottom of the first inning to take the lead. Also with Andrew Heaney on the mound, even though he had a tough start, the top of the first has been outstanding at home himself. The offense getting going here early on for the Halos. Andrew Heaney made that good pitch to get out of the inning with that double play ball. Great turn by David Fletcher and Anderson Simmons to limit the damage. Now he looks up, he has a lead.
Fletcher 262, 11 extra base hits, 14 runs batted in. Takes a slider down and away. Fletcher was in the leadoff spot last night, went 0 for 4, picked up an RBI.
After I talked to him earlier today, I asked him where does he like to hit in lineups? Does his approach change at all, no matter leading off 2 spot or even a 6 spot? He said tries to do everything exactly the same. Just try to drive the ball to everywhere in the field, choke up, and make good contact.
Who, Fletcher? You're talking about Dave?
David Fletcher.
He'll bat in the number 10 spot if you ask him to, and he'll play on the moon. You kidding me? That guy?
But sometimes when you change it up for that number 2 spot, you shorten up. You're thinking in terms of situational hitting. Sometimes when you're in the 6th spot like he's at, you're thinking about RBI. He's thinking about hitting the baseball hard.
Ground ball to the right side. That'll sneak through for yet another base hit. Pujols will stop at third.
Or
base is loaded.
Or get another base hit.
Halos had a game here once against the Tigers where they scored 10 runs in that first inning. It was a day game. And Trout went deep in that first inning. Kind of has that feel to it. See what Caleb Coward could do. 4 for 25 in the big leagues this year with 3 doubles and an RBI. He had a nice game yesterday with 2 doubles, going 2 for 3.
Mentioned how well and being home sweet home. Last 6 games here at the Big A, 5-1 with a batting average 324. 13 home runs hit in that stretch.
Nobody out, bases loaded. Caleb takes upstairs. Field back at normal depth for the Tigers. 5 hits for the Angels. And 1 error by Iglesias. And 1 mental mistake that went as an infield base hit, and that was on the ball that Upton hit. 1-0 pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Turner down in the minor leagues. Mentioned he's been starting 22 games, 11 starts combined between the Marlins and the Tigers system. 3 and 4 with a 4.50 ERA. 2-0. Running fastball off the plate.
Yeah, you're sitting there looking for a fastball. You got one, but you expanded your strike zone, especially 2-0. Did a little bit of a favor there, swing at that pitch. Being aggressive, putting yourself in that count to look for a fastball.
Pujols at third, Simmons at second, Fletcher at first. Halos with Ana, grand slam this year. They've hit 260 with the bases loaded, but still no home runs with the bases loaded to date.
I hear you.
2-1. Breaking ball. Checked his swing. 3-1. Tom Woodring calling the balls and strikes tonight. Bill Welke, the crew chief, at first. Lance Barrett at second. Tony Randazzo over at third.
See if he went on this breaking ball. And I thought he did from our angle. And he did. A break for Caleb Cowart.
3-1. Fouls it back, full count. action in the Tigers pen.
Some serious action here in the first inning.
Payoff pitch, and there's a walk. 4-2 Angels.
Catcher number 37, Francisco Garcia.
That's the action that's already gone.
Garcia's going to be ready for a first pitch. Do some damage.
Francisco loops one into right field. There's a base hit. Simba will score. Fletcher's being waved around. He's going to score. Ending up at third is Caleb Coward. A 2 RBI single for Francisco Garcia. And the Angels expand their lead here in the first inning.
12 RBI now for Garcia this rookie campaign. He's got that foot down. You knew he was going to be aggressive on the first pitch. Gets it in the right field, drives in 2.
A lot of these baseball not overly crushed by any stretch of the imagination, but perfectly placed.
Good swing by Cole and Ohtani. Otherwise, some well-placed base hits.
Eric Young Jr. at the plate. 9th man to come to the plate here in the first. EY chops this one back to the mound. Caleb in a rundown. And he is going to be tagged down for the first down of the inning. A little surprised that he was going.
Yeah, with 1 out, you're going on contact, but as a base runner, you're reading anything hit back to the pitcher, you're staying. If it gets by the pitcher, you're going home.
Really, in that situation, the minute he throws to second base to start a double play, you could walk home.
Exactly. It was well played by Turner until you ran him right back to the base. There was no way that Garcia could get over to third base on a rundown, a prolonged rundown.
First and second to 1 out. Cole had a single and scored earlier this inning.
It's not unusual for Cole in that leadoff spot. 19 games, he scored 19 runs. It's a leadoff hitter. 21 RBI. And the batting average, 325 in his 19 games. But the important thing is, a leadoff man, you scored 19 runs, a run per game in the leadoff spot. Take a look at our StatCast AI powered by AWS, where the defense is situated against Cole. Even though he had a line drive to left center field his first at bat, majority of the ground balls to the right side or up the middle, just 14% the other way on the ground, but he's had hit many line drives in the air to left center field.
Cole, Sky went out to center. Playable for Jones. They'll go back on it now. Garcia will tag from second and head to third. 2 down. Justin Upton comes to the plate. Had an infield base hit earlier this inning. 6-2 Halos here in the bottom of the first.
So far in this first inning, 8 runs scored, 9 hits. It's like a Hagler-Hearn fight. A lot of action in the first inning.
Base hit for Upton, snapping an 0 for 15. Taking off is Eric Young Jr. The throw is not in time to coming home is Arcia, the old double steal, 7-2.
I imagine they'll take a look at that one. Arcia picks up his first major league stolen base. See if the tag was applied or not before he got the hand in. Got the hand in. Double steal. First stolen base for Francisco Arcia. First stolen base of the season for Eric Young Jr.
Man in scoring position. Upton with an 0-1 count. Heaney just looking on after giving up 2 runs in the top of the first. Breaking ball, foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. One and 2 now. Eric Young Jr. able to get a big lead over at second base with 2 outs here in the first. There's the 1-2 now to Justin off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He'll strike out with a man in scoring position to end the first inning. But the Angels strike for 7, and with Shohei Ohtani really that got it started for the Halos.
Yeah, he worked a good fastball count. He got a fastball 2-0, 3-run home run to left center field for Shohei Ohtani. Angels 7-run first inning.
He gave up 2 in the first, and watch his mates give him some run support. First one here to start the second, in for a strike on Ronnie Rodriguez, getting to start today at first base. 26-year-old native of the Dominican Republic. Behind in the count, 0-2. Rodriguez, 28th game.
177 batting average, 1 double, 3 RBIs. He got his first 2 major league hits against the Angels back in May.
That's where he has those hands set up to start with. You would think you would be susceptible to a firm fastball inside. He didn't miss by a lot that pitch. In that game, that was his first major league hit, was against Andrew Heaney in Detroit.
Will swing and miss on that breaking ball. Arcia throws down to first to complete the strikeout. 1 out. Second strikeout for Andrew.
Catcher number 34, McCann.
Good break ball, that down and in slider, which has been very, very effective for Andrew Heaney, especially when you have established the fastball in, the hands up high, trying to make contact on that slider down and in, unable to do so. Blocked well by Arcia, throws him out at first.
First one's off the plate to James McCann. 0 for 2 last night with 2 walks, hitting .221. 12 doubles, 6 home runs, and 30 runs batted in. Liner to left. So man on for Jacoby Jones.
Center fielder number 21, Jacoby Jones.
Halos sent 11 men to the plate in the first inning tonight. It's the first time they've done so since the first inning, in the first inning, since at home, since April 20th, 2013, against the Detroit Tigers.
Who knew?
Just talking about that. They scored 9 runs. I thought I said 10, but they scored 9 runs in that first inning. Pretty good pitch, not called a strike. Tony Randazzo wasn't calling that pitch last night either. So it's a 2-0 count on Jones, the center fielder, hitting .204. 18 doubles, 4 triples, 8 home runs, and 25 RBIs.
One thing you don't want to try to do if you're Andrew Heaney, especially with your offense, respond right back with 7 runs in the bottom of the first. Don't start to try to aim the baseball. Get to that good arm slot you've been so consistent with this season.
.3-1. Jones pulls it down the line. That is a fair ball. Into the corner. Ricochets twice, being waved around as McCann. And he'll score easily. Took Upton a while to get into that corner. That's the catcher, James McCann, scoring all the way from first. So it's 7-3 now.
Man, them Nikes are
Fastball hard at the plate. You got to challenge a hitter when you're behind in the count 3-1. Gets it right down in the corner, just inside the foul line. Rolls down there for quite a while, down in left field. Can't able to score, who's single with 1 out. And the Tigers respond right back.
Can't wait for that ball to carry him a second time and expect to get a play at the plate. Jones with his 19th double of the year, top of the order now. Gerber, who struck out in the first. Start that Andrew had against the Tigers back on May 31st. He lasted 5 innings, gave up 5 runs on 8 hits through 94 pitches and taking the loss. Allowed 5 hits through an inning and a third so far tonight.
Continues that trend, being behind in the count. And you talked about the numbers, the big difference. 90-point difference between being ahead of the count and behind in the count for Andrew Heaney this season. And the big thing when we talk about ahead of the count, behind the count, when you're ahead of the count, you could throw all your pitches. Behind in the count, you're almost forced to throw a fastball, or if you throw your secondary pitch, it's got to be in the strike zone, a lot of the strike zone, so it becomes a little bit more hittable there also. Ahead of the count, you can expand against the hitter and make them chase a non-strike.
That's in the strike zone, not called a strike. 3-0. Three-one down and a walk. Second one issued by Heaney. He struggles in the early going. Continued. Mass, of course, that 7-run first inning, but it's 7-3, 2 on, 1 out. Iglesias coming up. Here comes Charles Nagy.
That's why it's so important. We often talk about shutdown inning, putting up a 0. Your offense provides you with 7 runs after being behind 2-0. Now all of a sudden the Tigers feel they're part of this game. They've already got 1 of those runs back, and they had 2 on base here with 1 out.
Shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Iglesias with a base hit and a run scored in the first. Time was called at the last second. This was out to right field. Cole's got to go back on it. Has a play. 2 down. Tagging going to third is Jones. Trying to go to second. And out at second base is Mike Gerber. Ill-advised by the youngster.
Brian Gardner wants to take a look at that. Already 7 outfield assists this season for Cole Calhoun. Got a lot on that throw, but what a quick tag by Andrelton Simmons. It looks like that's going to finish off. 2 outstanding plays defensively, helping Andrew Heaney out to limit damage against them in the first and the second inning.
Now, thank you very much, Mike Gerber. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Halos on top 7-3. Turner ended up going 1 inning. 7 runs, all earned on 6 hits. 1 strikeout, no walks. Gave up the home run to Shohei Ohtani. It's Victor Alcantara taking over. A 25-year-old Dominican native, pitching for the 10th time in the big leagues this year. No record in a .84 ERA. 10 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Fastball 93, 98 range. Throw a slider, change up.
Shohei with a deep home run left in his first at bat.
Mike Socha saying the other day the home run against Clevenger to left center field was impressive. He had to really be impressed with that swing, how far he hit that one the other way here, his first at bat.
Home run is 12th of the year. 3-run shot, 32 runs batted in now. Here's the 1-1. Cuts through that one, 93.
Alcantara's got a good running fastball. It's not going to be 98 or so. It's going to be 93, 95, but running action. So for Ohtani, if he's going to get his fastball, he's going to have to hit it the other way, just like the home run he hit his first at bat.
I misspoke. I said 7 runs earned for Turner. Only 5 earned. Error by Iglesias. There's still 7 runs on 6 hits in that 1 inning. First start of the year at the major league level. And how different did that inning look on the Upton ball and the error that Pujols hit? Ground ball back up the middle. Iglesias to his left hand. His spin move.
No chance.
No chance at all. Shohei can run. Second hit of the ball game. Leadoff single to start the 2nd inning.
And once that baseball got by the pitcher, even as good as Iglesias is and how strong of an arm he has, there's no chance throwing at Ohtani going down the line. Made contact, got it by the pitcher. Good play by Iglesias, but Shohei beats that out easily. Those strides he has get down there so quickly.
There goes Ohtani. The pitch downstairs, the throw to second, not even close. Stolen base for Show.
5th stolen base of the season. 12 home runs, 5 stolen bases. Oh, and yes, 4 wins as a starter. He's done it all this season, and he's getting healthier, getting closer to pitching in a game again.
Albert bouncing this one towards short. Ohtani's going to try to take third. The throw beats him there. 1 down.
Now that's one of those plays too, and he'll probably get a quick talk from Dino and when he gets into the dugout. Ground ball hit on that side of the field, you have to be, it's got to be to your left to go to third base. There's going to be a play made at third against you. Iglesias quickly makes the throw to third and a tag applied. Anything hit to that side, the right side, you have to stay. Does not do so, it's easily tagged out at third.
Simmons with a single and a run score. Pujols over at first with 1 out. Line down toward right center field. Good jump by Jacoby Jones. He'll track it down for round number 2.
So if you're into Simmons, that's a real good swing. It's a solid play by Jones going to his glove side to run that down in right center field, but it was a good swing, good contact. Already a base hit to right tonight for Anthony Simmons.
David Fletcher 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Seven 3 Halos are in the bottom of the second. Oh, 2 down. Fletcher hits one sharply towards second. Nice play by Goodrum. He was breaking to his right originally.
And a little bit of a quick kick off the mound. Good play by Goodrum. Well hit baseball again by David Fletcher. No runs scored in this inning. Angels up 7-3.
Seven first pitch, allegedly, as your Angels take on the Oakland Athletics. Fans will take home a historic Vladimir Guerrero Hall of Fame bobblehead, courtesy of the Automobile Club of Southern California, while supplies last. For more information, go to angels.com. And I say allegedly because there's a pregame ceremony that evening that will more than likely push the start time of the game back a little bit. Nick Castellanos leading things off for Detroit here in the third inning. 3-4-5 for the Tigers.
Andrew Heaney has faced 12 batters. His 4 times he's thrown a first pitch strike.
Two balls, 1 strike. Castellanos with a base hit and a run scored in the first.
Big fastball. Or if we'll try that slider because he threw his fastball for a strike inside. If he can get a down and in slider.
He went around. Good slider down and in. Third strikeout. And each of the first 3 innings, the first batter's been retired via the strikeout. It's after that where Andrew's gotten in a little bit of trouble, although limited it to just a run in the second. See what he could do here in the third. Candelario, an RBI double in the first inning. 1 for 1.
And the back door of that slider, just a little off the plate.
One on one.
Not quite the velocity on the fastball this evening for Andrew Heaney as he's fighting through his mechanics. In 90, 91, even 87, 88 with his fastball. We've seen him touch 94, 95 when he runs that fastball upstairs. So it's all about that feel for his pitch, especially with his fastball.
And down goes Candelario, 2 down.
Much better.
Strikeouts.
That was a good one there, 92, and he ran it upstairs. Little better balance, good follow through on his delivery. See that good balance, and then bam, fastball, 92, swing and miss upstairs. Shoulder square, eye on the target. And good rotation, good spin. Over 2,500 RPM on that 4-seam fastball upstairs.
Victor Martinez walked in the first, 1 of 2 issued by Heaney. 7-3. Tigers with 2 in the first. Angels answered with 7 in the first inning. Detroit got one of those back in the second. 1 ball and strike. Boston came from behind, beat Toronto in 10 innings, 10-7. They scored 4 in the 8th inning to tie things up.
Talking about a team swinging the bat exceptionally well.
This will line to center field, a 2-out single for Victor Martinez. It was the Red Sox 80th win of the season. Texas defeated Seattle 11-4. Now was a Felix Hernandez start and knocked around again.
I recall he's always had a tough time with Texas, even when he was throwing the ball well. They've always had some pretty good offensive clubs down there in Texas, so that could happen
to a lot of guys.
Yes.
Houston came from behind, beat San Francisco 2-1. Oakland's trailing the Dodgers 3-0. That's up at the Coliseum. First one is a strike to Goodrum. No balls, 2 strikes. So Seattle now 7.5 back in the West. Oakland at the start of the day 4.5 back. Ground ball to short. Simba on his knee. Over to Fletcher to force out Martinez. We'll head to the bottom of the third at 7-3 Angels.
Burger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up and buy the 2018 Subaru Forester. A whole lot to love.
Halos on top, 7-3 here at the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Cowart, Arcia, and Young coming up for the Angels. Victor Alcantara came out in the second inning, gave up his leadoff single and nothing else. That's lined out towards center field. Leadoff single for Caleb Cowart. A walk and a single for him already on the night.
Francisco Arcia coming to the plate. Let's take a look at Arcia drive to success and what he has done in his 3 home starts in his rookie campaign. Major League records. First 2 games, 10 RBI. It was a Major League record. And then he followed up with 2 RBI tonight, giving him 12 RBI in 3 home starts, which is also a Major League record. 6 for 9, 2 home runs with the 12 RBI in 3 home starts for Arcia. It's a pretty good start at home.
Oh, the bat goes flying. Ends up in the Tigers dugout.
That's throwing ahead.
Moves the handle of the bat and in to the Tigers dugout. Serious distance. The bat toss.
0-1 count. A 1 pitch. 1 ball and strike. Alcantara saw some action in the big leagues last year. 6 games. ERA over 8. Triple-A this year, 5-2 with a 2.81 earned run average in 29 games.
Tigers anticipate some type of move, maybe a hit and run.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Arcia shooting one just foul.
That was real close. Pretty good 2-strike approach. And just foul. Just missed that chalk line.
Leadoff single for Cowardy's at first. Garcia takes a called strike, 3. He knew it. 1 down. So Jarek Young Jr. coming to the plate. He saw 1 pitch and bounced into a fielder's choice in the first. 0 for 1. Did pick up a stolen base. Bouncer toward first. Nice play over at first base by Rodriguez. And the throw back to first gets away. Unable to turn the double play, but they get the lead runner, 2 outs.
Yeah, that baseball was hit pretty hard. Iglesias making sure when that throw might have pulled him off the base, he went back to the bag. See that throw pulled him off the base, and then he's got to go back and touch the bag, and then a quick throw over. Able to get Eric Young Jr. A wise decision by Iglesias to go back to the base. A lot of times in the past, you're in that neighborhood, they might give you that call. But with replay, you better get back and touch that base.
Calhoun 1 for 2. A single and a fly ball to center field. One-0 pitch. Good rip. One ball, 1 strike. Nice little run to that pitch.
It's like we talked with Garrett Richards. When you have that type of move, when you want to start that pitch in the middle of the plate, you can't start it on the corner. There's no way you're going to get hitters to chase that. Big lead. That's all over the strike zone also.
That's why McCann held it there. I'd like to hear and understand an umpire's rationale for not calling that pitch a strike.
Yeah, you could say he missed location, but a strike's a strike, right?
Who cares
the
if he
strike
missed
zone.
location?
Yes. I know he was setting up away, but it was in the inside part of the plate in the strike zone.
There goes EY. Cole. Skies went out towards center. Not very deep. Jacoby Jones puts it away, and the Angels are done here in the 3rd. 7-3 Halos. We head to the 4th.
7 fans in attendance will receive an 80s replica jersey courtesy of Pachanga Resort and Casino while supplies last. For more information on the 80s replica jersey,
yes,
go to angels.com.
Does that mean is it 80s night here, Victor?
Yeah, that would kind of be the underlying tone. Could
Yes.
be 80s night. Yeah,
Perfect.
that's in your wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah.
You busting out the mullet? You gonna grow it out? You got a couple of weeks.
I got a couple weeks.
Caleb Coward has this two-hopper. Ronnie Rodriguez gets down the line pretty well.
Yes, he does.
One down.
He was even jammed on that one.
Rodriguez 0 for 2, and here's James McCann with a single with a run scored in the second.
Don Sutton wore that number back in the 80s, number 27. Hall of Famer. It's been pretty good, that number, over the years.
One ball, one strike. Media with 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 6 hits allowed. .60 pitches, 36 for strikes.
Well, sometimes you can throw 100, 120 pitches and just be comfortable. And in 61 pitches, it's been a battle almost every pitch tonight for Andrew Heaney.
Two.
Nice play. Wow. This play by a fan. With the bare hand.
No spillage either.
Yeah, kept the beverage
Yeah.
in the other hand. Outstanding.
Breaking ball gets him. Garcia applies the tag, 2 outs.
Good slider. You mentioned earlier how good his changeup has been coming in this game and hasn't been as effective as his slider has been tonight. Late break to it. Out of the strike zone, get him swinging a non-strike. That's exactly what you want for Andrew Heaney with that slider.
Ground ball to second base, in on the hands of Jacoby Jones. Andrew Heaney for the first time tonight has himself a 1, 2, 3, 4 inning. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. Angels still on top.
Trout's birthday today, but he was the one handing out gifts this morning during the Angels chalk visit with Cole Calhoun and David Fletcher. They surprised the kids in the ICU and oncology unit with signed balls and hats, but some of the kids actually surprised Trout as well, singing him happy birthday and giving him cards. And Trout told me there's really something special to see these kids light up when you walk in the room, knowing the tough times they're going through. He said it's cool it's his birthday, but to see the kids smile is something he will never forget. And this morning, his wife Jess told me that these chalk visits hold a really special place in their hearts because they actually got engaged right after their chalk visit in 2016. And then today, guys, they were lucky enough to celebrate his 27th birthday with the kids.
Yeah, when you get a chance to go over there and visit the kids like that over chalk, it's such a great feeling for the kid and for the players to be there just to try to bring a smile to their face, not only to the kids but also the parents that are there at the hospital. Mike Trout gets it along with many members of this Angels club as they make those frequent visits over there.
Justin Upton hacking first pitch, comes up empty. It's Buck Farmer taking over as we begin the bottom of the 4th inning. 50th appearance, 3-4 with a 4.88 ERA. Upton, Ohtani, and Pujols. Justin, infield base hit, a run scored to the first, struck out later on in the first. 1 for 2. Alcantara went 2 innings. 2 hits allowed, 1 strikeout.
Straight over the top of that 4-seam fastball, 92-96, curveball and a changeup from Farmer.
Down goes up to 1 out.
Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate. Let's look at our Carl's Cam replay. What Shohei did with 2 on in the first inning on a 2-0 count, got a fastball away, hits it to left field. His 12th home run of the season, 10th at the Big A's. The birthday boy right there to give Shohei Ohtani a high five coming into the dugout.
Shohei, a big swing and a miss. 2 hits, a home run, single.
Challenged him with a fastball in, and looked like Shohei was looking in on a fastball first pitch. Farmer got it by him.
Off speed. Not a bad outing for Alcantara. Those 2 innings. One-time Angel farmhand got traded to Detroit for Cameron Maben. 0-2 in tight. One-two now. Off speed. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Look at patterns. He went fastball back in and then followed with a changeup. That's what we did the first 2 pitches. This at bat.
Two. And he got him with the off speed. Back-to-back off speed pitches. 2 strikeouts for Farmer. 2 outs here in the 4th. Pujols coming up.
Pretty good changeup. Turn that pitch over, runs down, off balance on his swing, Shohei Ohtani.
Albert reached on the air by Iglesias in the first inning and reached on a fielder's choice in the second, so he's 0 for 2.
Albert was on that high fastball. He was looking for a pitch in his zone, inner half of the plate, got it and fouled it straight back.
One, two now. A little bouncer foul. Tigers with 3 runs, 6 hits. They've committed 1 error, stranded 3. Halos with 7 runs on 8 hits, have left 3 on base. All 7 runs coming in the first. Two. Albert hanging tough. Andrelton Simmons on deck. He's had a couple of good swings tonight. 1 for 2. Albert lines on the left.
Albert, after some tough pitches he fouled off, finally got a pitch. He get the barrel of the bat and just over the head of Iglesias for a base hit. Hit number 3,071 for Pujols.
Ninth hit for the Angels tonight. We're in the 4th inning with 2 outs. Here's Andrelton.
And even though he's hit the ball hard both times, the right and right center field, still 3 infielders on the left side of the infield. A lot of room on that right side. See how much room he has to be able to hit a baseball, to get a base hit that way on the ground. And he's looking to go that way.
For sure. It safely.
And why wouldn't he? Because, you know, he's not real. I mean, even though he homered yesterday, he's got 7 home runs on the season. He is a line drive hitter, ground ball hitter. And he makes such good, consistent contact. That hole inside the other side of the infield is perfect for him to hit it that way.
Out toward right field, toward the corner. Castellanos not going to get there. This will bounce over the wall. It'll go as a double. Albert will stop at third. So a 2-hit game for Andrelton Simmons. Back-to-back 2-out hits for the Angels here in the 4th.
Let's take a look at We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. And his approach throughout this entire game has been to let that baseball get deep in the strike zone and hit the ball the other way. That ball is almost in the catcher's mitt when Andrelton Simmons lines that one to the corner in right field, picking up a double. 22nd double this season for Simba. 3 really good at-bats tonight. So often we talk about hitters not trying to hit the ball the other way and beating a shift. Well, Andrelton Simmons has 3 good swings going the other way today.
David Fletcher takes a strike. 1 for 2. cue shot. We'll go foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Pujols over at third, Simmons at second. Fletcher pops it up. Goodrum, the second baseman, is there. Angels are done here in the 4th. On to the 5th we go. Halo still on top.
Yeah, take a look at our tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. With the bases loaded last night, a key play in the victory last night. David Fletcher quick on the transfer over to Anderson Simmons, who got a lot on this throw here. 89 miles out of his arm there to be able to get him at first. A very difficult person to double up. He did so with that firm throw. Good feed over there by David Fletcher first and foremost, but Anderson Simmons, 47 defensive runs saved since last year, most by any player in the show.
Top of the order for the Tigers. First pitch slider in for a strike. I'll tell you what, as much fun as it was watching Kinsler and Simmons do their thing, David Fletcher's kind of taken a second base rather nicely.
How great is that to get a chance to work with Anderson Simmons regularly now in that middle of the infield? And we remember when Johnny Giavitello was playing there, Anderson was really working with him, trying to get in to improve his defense too at second.
Down goes Gerber on 3 pitches. Who could ever forget the flying cannoli?
Yes.
Johnny Chisel.
Another double play turn earlier in this game. David Fletcher over to Anderson Simmons, his 81st double play turn by Simba. That was a perfect feed and throw quick on the transfer from Fletcher to Anderson Simmons. 4-6-3 double play.
Iglesias 1 for 2 with a single. He's the one that hit the fly ball to right field for the second out. You had the base runners, Jones going to third, and Gerber, for whatever reason, trying to get to second base. And Cole gunned him down for a turned out to be a double play that ended that inning. You would have Castellanos coming up with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Three and 1.
He's been able to get back into counts when he's been behind, but it's almost like a BP speed fastball.
Out toward left center field. Upton racing back to the warning track. E.Y. Jr. at the last second calls him off. 2 outs.
Well, he went a long way to track that one down. Baseball was squared up pretty good by Iglesias. Think about it, he's in a good fastball count. Busted up and going a long way himself. He's calling for it initially, and then at the last second, as his center fielder, you're the quarterback of that outfield defense, called off. Justin Upton gets out of the way, makes the play on it, and able to control that baseball in the glove. Jammed him.
Yep.
That's the exact fastball we were talking about it way back in the first inning as far as go-tos for him to be successful. That arm slot and running that fastball into a right-handed batter.
One and 2.
I think you got to try that one again. Struck him out the second at bat on that slider down.
1 for 2 tonight.
It doesn't have to be a strike, though.
Goes with a fastball, and Castellanos picks up a 2-out single. Really no reason to throw that pitch. The inning continues, then it'll be Candelario coming up.
Tried to go a fastball, tried to go up. Castellanos brought his hands up and lines it in the left center field. Pretty good job of bringing his hands inside on that baseball to get the barrel of the bat on it. But still, I think that slider down and in off the plate gets him.
.76 pitches for Heaney. 2 outs here in the 5th. Candelario, an RBI double and a strikeout tonight. Got so much better with that pitch as the game has progressed. Fastball in underneath the hands of a right-handed batter.
Yeah, it's not 94, 95, but it's still effective at 91.
Out toward left field, hit well. Upton racing back to the wall. That's gone. A 2-run home run by Jeimer Candelario on a hanging slider down and in. It's 7-5 now.
Still think it goes back to that at bat against Castellanos. You have a chance to get him to swing at a non-strike. Instead, he went fastball. Candelario's got good power himself. 15th home run. A lot of the strike zone. Dropped the barrel of the bat on that one. Hits it out to left field.
Back-to-back 2-out hits, 2-run game now. Martinez takes outside. So as well as Andrew Heaney has pitched at home this year, Tigers have his number. Got him to Comerica. They've got him for 5 here tonight. 1 ball and strike. Two-strike fastball up. Nick Castellanos.
82 pitches for Heaney. It's been a battle all game long.
Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Getting extended here in the fifth. Popped up behind the plate, out of play. Two. Victor lifts one out toward right center field. EY Jr.'s there. Tigers strike for two on the home run by Candelario. It's 7-5 Halos as we head to the bottom of the fifth. The baseball's Hall of Fame. Watch the pregame ceremony alongside Angels Hall of Famers Garrett Anderson, Chuck Finley, and more. For tickets to the game, go to angels.com. 7-5, that's the score as we begin the bottom of the fifth inning. Bottom third of the order for the Angels. Coward, Arcia, and Young. Bouncer to the right side. Farmer off the mound. Throws out Caleb. One pitch, one out. Caleb 1 for 2 with a single with a walk.
It's going to be very important for the offense. We saw that many a times even for the Angels when you score a lot in the first and then put up zeros after that. It just keeps getting closer and closer. Now the Tigers is down by 2.
Rebels with action in their pen. Veterans getting ready. One ball and strike. We mentioned earlier, Boston won in extra innings. Yankees took the lead in the top of the 10th inning, 3-1. Only to see Zach Britton give up 2 in the bottom of the 10th. They play on.
A little stress in New York.
Yep.
The Dodgers are leading Oakland right now, still 3-0. Although Oakland led off that 5th inning with 2 base hits to start the inning, but then they got through with the Dodgers. Still up 3-0.
Garcia goes down swinging. 2 down, 3rd strikeout for Farmer. Inning 2/3.
Center fielder number 9, Eric Young Jr.
Eric Young Jr. now at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Twice his reach on fielder's choices.
Checked out both corner infielders. If he's thinking about a push bunt or drag bunt here.
Off speed pitch. One ball and strike.
His changeup's been pretty good. 94, 95 with his fastball, but his changeup, good running action. That fade action, 87. A lot of strikes so far. 23 strikes of his 30 pitches thrown. Excellent ratio. And right back to it again. That power changeup, made famous by Felix Hernandez, Zach Greinke.
Three balls and a strike. Top of the order, Cole Calhoun on deck. Three-one. Missed inside, a 2-out walk. The Angels had back-to-back 2-out hits in the 4th inning, but couldn't cash them in. See if they can do something here in the 5th.
Right fielder number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Cole tonight 1 for 3. A single with a run score.
19 starts in the leadoff spot, 19 runs scored.
Shift on. Goodrum, second baseman's down in shallow right. 1-0. That's a look at the shift.
Actually in the bullpen now for the Tigers. All of a sudden uncomfortable on the mound, Farmer. Pace is slowed down.
Two balls, no strikes. Johnson will pitch the 6th inning. That's Drew Verhagen. Ready for Detroit. Really, if Feeney just finishes off Castellanos, he's coming back out for the 6th. 7-3 game. 2-0 coming up for Cole.
A pretty good hack on the 2-0 pitch. That's what you want. Challenge of 94 middle of the plate. And Cole was trying to get those 2 runs back with 1 swing.
Two one on the way. Upstairs 3-1. .37 pitches for Farmer. Upton's on deck. EY's on the move. 3-1. Swing and a miss. The throw down to second. And EY's off the base and gets tagged down. Iglesias may have taken a spike, and Mike Scioscia's going to have a look at it.
He looked like he beat the throw on the hard late slide. Looked like he slid right over the base.
Well, that's the 3rd out of the inning. I don't know why the guys on the Tiger side waiting around. The call is out.
Definitely beats it.
He did come off, didn't he?
It's a matter that he have his tag on as he went off.
Yeah, no argument from the Angels side of things. The Angels are done here in the 5th. We're off to the 6th. 7-5. Halos on top.
Mobile. Felix Hernandez versus Adrian Beltre. Both a little bit of laugh on that backup breakable. King Felix had a little smile on his face at that point in the game. That's 2 great players who've been performing for a lot of years at the highest level. But you don't get a chance to laugh at that one too often when they break a ball like that by King Felix. And Adrian Beltre unable to make contact on it.
The Rangers got the last laugh.
Yeah, just Felix. A little bit.
Jim Johnson on a relief. Takes over for Andrew Heaney. This will be his 43rd game. 3-2 mark at a 3.27 ERA. Goodrum, Rodriguez, and McCann for Detroit. Ground ball towards second. Fletcher has it.
Let's take a look at the Old Dominion bringing their best in the bullpen, has been bringing their best of late. Last 8 games, outstanding numbers, including last night. 1.75 opponent's batting average against us, 205. Look at overall totals this season, 3.75 with his 5th best in the American League out of the bullpen, but really, really good in the last 8 games.
Ronnie Rodriguez 0 for 2. Strikeout to ground out.
Good power sinker there from Jim Johnson.
Just got a piece of it. Count remains at 2-2. 7-5 game. 6th inning. Andrew Heaney went 5 innings, 8 hits, including the home run to Candelario. 5 runs all earned, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks.
Andrew Heaney already career high as far as innings pitched, strikeouts. The bullpen could hold the lead, would have a career high as far as wins. Pick up his 7th win tonight.
Full count. Tigers with 8 hits, the Angels with 10. Wrap up the series tomorrow afternoon. There's ball 4. So man on with 1 out, and here's James McCann, the catcher.
James McCann.
It's a little bit off the plate, just like the pitch before. I think Jim Johnson has done throughout his career. He's been very good as far as getting ground ball double plays. Could use one right now.
One-0. Bouncer foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. Went into the dugout and outed. Can, one of those guys that does not get cheated in his swings at the plate. He pulls the trigger. He's letting it fly, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is strong. You better hit your spot against him.
He's got a 1-for-2 game so far. I'll shoot this one out to right center field. Eric Young Jr. is there. Dives and got it. Makes the catch, gets up, fires to first. Are they going to turn it? They do! Second straight night, Eric Young Jr. has left his feet and made a spectacular play.
And that play last night was great. This was beyond that play. Getting to this baseball off the bat, thought he had no chance whatsoever. The timing of the leap, and not only gets to that baseball, quickly throws it in. Johnson gets the double play the unconventional way. What a play by Eric Young Jr.
planet?
Most favorite animal on the planet? I have to go with dog. My dog, especially, all the dogs I've ever seen. But if I had to go like beyond my realm of being in my house, probably a cheetah.
Why a cheetah?
Because it's very fast and they're cute looking.
Which daytime television game show suits your personality?
Wheel of Fortune, because it'd be the easiest one for me to do. Figure I'm going to get some pretty good numbers, and then I'm pretty good once I guess one letter. I'm always in there.
So you're big on guessing.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Little reverse.
Thanks for letting me do that for you, man. That was fun.
That was fun. I'm good at guessing.
Yeah, they should re-air the outtakes. No, I'm kidding. Actually, we did that in one take.
Yes.
Can't wait for
I
the
was
next
laughing,
edition.
yes. Oh, yeah, we got one next weekend.
Do you want me to write these questions for you from
Yeah,
now on?
well, please do
I
that.
put some thought into these.
Yeah,
It took
you
me a
did,
while.
yes.
I mean, all of like
Did you
13
like the,
minutes.
you like the cheetah answer, though?
That came out of nowhere. I didn't know what I thought you were going to say something like giraffe.
I'm
you're
cheetah
tall, I don't
because
know.
I'm so fast, quick.
You are the last thing but fast. That guy there on the screen, maybe he's fast.
cheetah-like right there.
You are never fast.
I'll do my favorite Torrey Hunter impersonation. Well, back in the day, I would have been able to get to that
Yeah.
baseball also.
EY Jr. reminds you of a
me.
young you.
Yes.
Cole was at the play when EY was thrown out.
Covered the grounds at Penn Charter High School back in Philadelphia.
Trying to steal. No.
Or maybe not.
They edited our questions, though. I'm a little upset. I didn't get final say on this. I didn't sign off on the editing. Gubiza. I gave you 3 options.
Yes, you did. Jeopardy being one of them, too.
And match game.
The match game.
You chose Wheel of Fortune.
Yes, Wheel of Fortune.
Speaking of Wheel of Fortune, it's Pat Sajak downstairs, isn't he?
Yes.
Behind home plate.
How did that happen? We bring it all together.
Actually, he might be gone now.
Get ready to tape an episode of Wheel of Fortune, probably. Good questions, though.
Yeah.
Got me on them. Kind of like that dog thing. Anytime you can bring back the Eagles and the underdog theme through their playoff run.
Leadoff walk for Cole. And by the way, my text tone alert, Wheel of Fortune.
Wow.
You know that. You hear it all the time.
Yeah,
See if I can get on
I can hear really well.
That you cannot do.
No.
There you go. You can hear that.
Oh,
That's my text tone. Just for you.
yes, thank you. I'm guessing along right with you right now.
That's probably why you thought of Wheel of Fortune, because somebody texted me right before we asked the question. It's the first thing that popped in your head.
What? Did you say something?
Justin Upton takes a strike. He's batting in the number 2 spot tonight. He's 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. Oh, 2. This is Verhagen's 23rd game. 2-2 with a 5.50 ERA, 36 innings, 34 strikeouts, 10 walks. 11 walks now with Cole leading off the 6th.
And a 4-pitch pitcher, fastball 92, 96, curveball, slider, and a changeup.
Off the plate.
Tried to bring that 2-seamer back and catch the corner. I think right now, if you're Justin Up, you have to have that same approach that Anelton Simmons has had throughout this game. A lot of room on that right side of the infield. They're pitching you away. Hit the ball that way.
Breaking ball shot down the right field line, hit well toward the foul pole, and this one is gone. Big fly for Justin Upton. Goes the opposite way. And the Angels lead is back to 4. It's 9-5.
You know, Vicar, it almost looked like he did have that approach, especially with 2 strikes. See how strong he is to hit that ball out to right field that way. That's a strong man. 22nd home run, 2nd hit of the game, 63 RBI on the season. Bergea, hanging break a ball, stay back on it.
When you look at the home runs that Justin Upton has hit this season, I mentioned 22. About half of those home runs have been on breaking pitches.
Shohei takes low for ball one. Could you draw a conclusion about that, where it's half fastballs, half breaking balls?
And he sees a lot of breaking balls, and sometimes he's guessing fastball or guessing breaking ball. But when you look at his swing right now, that's where I still think his power is the other way. Right center field to right field. He will turn on some pitches, but on a breaking ball, it's out over the plate, and the barrel of the bat is on that baseball more consistently on a breaking ball.
3 balls, no strikes. Shohei, a 2-hit game with a home run and a single. Single infield variety. 2 for 3 overall. And there's a 4-pitch walk. So walk, 2-run home run, walk for Verhagen here in the 6th inning.
After a couple strikeouts in a row, to see that smile on the face for Justin Upton. He hits that one the other way, 2-run home run.
Hey folks, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Rick Anderson, the pitching coach, longtime pitching coach with Gardy in Minnesota.
Teammate in Kansas City back in the day. He was always a pitch to contact pitcher, part of his philosophy, especially when he was with the Minnesota Twins. As their pitching coach now with the Tigers, Ron Gardenhire and him, very good friends for a lot of years.
Wild pitch, and now will advance. Otani to second. Albert lifting one out to right. Castellanos is there. Shohei at second base is tagging. He's coming to third base and takes it easily. Wow, that wasn't a deep fly ball either.
Castellanos has 7 outfield assists. What Shohei did very well there, he picked up Dino Evil right away. See him look towards third, and he's going. And he was quick getting to third base. It's an on-line throw, but easily gets in there. Infield in. Hamilton Simmons has had a real good game, hit the ball hard all 3 times.
Simba takes the breaking ball down and away. 2 for 3 tonight.
It's good to see Simba a little patient on that first pitch. We've seen that a lot of late, where that very first pitch he sees with a chance of driving a run, he'll throw something off speed or run a fastball up, and he's jammed himself. Good patience there.
Lifts this one out to left field. Otani back to tag. Gerber comes up firing, not even close. Sack fly.
I think they might check that to see if Shohei left early.
Did not.
It's pretty close.
10-5 now the score. Ball's in the glove.
Yep.
Technically speaking, the rule is as soon as the ball touches the leather, does not have to be caught. The minute it touches the leather, you can go.
The leather.
the leather. Latani very cheetah-like scoring on that one.
See, bring it all together.
Fletcher takes it inside. Simba, by the way, picks up his 53rd RBI.
And also, you got Simba. Bring him home, the cheetah.
But now you're claiming the lion as your favorite animal?
It's a cat. It's the cat family.
Oh, my God. Here we go again. The front running never ends.
It always feels good to win.
Yeah. 2-0 to Fletcher. 2-1. Jose Alvarez getting ready for the Angels. He'll pitch the 7th. Out towards center. Jones is there. Halos get 3 here in the 6th inning, 2 of which were off the bat of just enough to go on the opposite way.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, a hanging breakable, stays back on that baseball. How strong just enough it is. 2-run home run to the right. Angels up. 10-5.
Such as MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcast stats, news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today. Jose Alvarez on the mound, replacing Jim Johnson. This will be his 58th appearance. 4-3 with a 2.89 ERA, 44 strikeouts, 20 walks, at 46 2/3 inning. Pitching change brought to you by Purple Bricks.
'58th game this season for Jose Alvarez. 2.89 ERA.
Johnson went 1 inning. Issued a walk, the rest zeros. Alvarez, a second reliever, as Heaney went 5 tonight. 9-1-2. Jones, Gerber, and Iglesias. Back toward the middle, and Simmons is there. 1 down. 1-for-3 game for Jacoby Jones. Top of the order now, Gerber. 0-for-2 with a walk.
Left fielder number 13, Mike Gerber.
Some real good defensive plays in his first 2 games of this series against the Tigers by the Angels. We're used to it with Andrelton Simmons, but Eric Young Jr. has made back-to-back plays 2 nights in a row that have been off the charts great. David Fletcher has been excellent as he's settled into that second base position. Turned a couple double plays last couple days at second with Simba.
One ball, two strikes.
Jose Alvarez leads Major League Baseball in games. Out of that bullpen.
Should be able to get Gerber here with a slider. That's what he went down with against Heaney in the 5th inning. One, two. Fastball away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
By the way, Oakland a little bit closer against the Dodgers. Chris Davis again homers.
Still batting in the bottom of the 6th, down a run. 3-2 Dodgers. It's been the type of team for Oakland all season long. Late, come from behind. 2-2, little chopper over the mound.
Be a tough play. Quick on that transfer.
Wow. You oversold it. 2 down.
That was a solid play, but we have more of it.
There's more?
Yes, there's more. You're talking about an outstanding defensive play. Eric Young Jr., the ground he covered, 57 feet. Throwing distance, 194 arm strength. That added his hand nearly 82 miles per hour to be able to turn that double play on that liner. It looked like it was going to be destined for a double. Instead of be a double play.
Iglesias looks at a strike. The shortstop 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored back in the 1st. Upstairs. Out to center. Just spotlighted him. There you go.
Where it should be.
Stretch time. Alvarez with a 1-2-3 7th inning. Angels on top.
Heffernan Insurance. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. And by City National Bank, a proud sponsor of Angels baseball.
Bottom of the 7th inning, the Angels on top by the score of 10-5 as Daniel Stumpf takes over on the mound for Verhagen. This will be Stumpf's 41st appearance, 1-4 with a 6.84 ERA. Caleb Coward's going to lead things off. It's the bottom third of the order. It's the third consecutive time Coward has led off in this game. He has walked to the bases loaded, picked up an RBI. He has singled, and he has hit a little dribbler back to the mound.
Getting a chance to play consistently now at third base. Getting some at bats, getting his timing together for Caleb.
At the count of 2 balls, 1 strike. That was also a pretty good pitch, 3-1. Stumpf got into a career high 55 games for Detroit last season. Total of 37 2/3 innings. Full count. So the prototypical situational lefty. This is his 41st game. He's just got a total of 25 innings under his belt.
Pretty good fastball, 90, 95. Will throw a slider and a changeup.
And a leadoff walk.
2 walks in the game for Coward tonight. Fifth walk overall for Halo hitters tonight.
Arcia, 2 RBI single back in the first inning. He struck out the other 2 times up, so he's 1 for 3. Yankees have retaken the lead in extra innings, 4-3. This one's out to center field, a 2-hit game for Arcia. 2 on, nobody out for EY Jr.
Great numbers in his first 3 starts of his career here at the Big A. And a base hit against the lefty. Good timing on that one, using the middle of the field. That was a real good swing against the lefty. Arcia right back up the middle.
Oh for 2 with the walk. What by Arcia. I'm sorry, going to be the 12th hit for the Angels tonight.
What amazing defensive play, though, by EY Jr. to right center field.
Alex Wilson loosened. Ground ball towards second base. Goodrow feeds Iglesias for 1. They don't turn the double play. Iglesias has not been on target at all tonight.
So used to him making play after play. He's allowed the Angels a number of times to get an extra out. This looked like it was going to be a double play ball. And if it's on the bag, it's going to be a double play ball.
Great. Cole 1 for 3, a single and a walk. He has scored twice. Caleb Coward over at third base. Eric Young Jr. at first. You went 1 for 2 in the stolen base category tonight.
Good swing there, trying to get a pitch he can lift in the air. Cole Calhoun. Two more runs scored tonight for Calhoun. Sticking with the 80s team, got the wave working right now.
35,000 plus tonight. T-shirt giveaway.
The birthday boy, Mike Trout, turning 27 today.
Three consecutive throws over to first. 10-5 Angels. We're in the 7th.
It's a good opportunity for Calhoun. You have a distracted pitcher.
Let's think of the exact same thing. This is a situational lefty. This is the guy you want to get at the plate. I'm throwing 4 consecutive times over to first base, and he just made a mistake. Cole fouls it back. 1-2.
Yeah, that's right in the middle of the plate and down. Happy zone for a left-handed batter.
Coward standing at third base, leadoff walk. 1 out. Young at first. Justin Anderson getting ready. He'll get the 8th. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two ripped to right field. Castellanos not going to get there. It'll get by him. No, he gloves it to the backhand. EY will get to third. RBI single makes it 11-5.
Another good swing against a left-handed pitch for Cole. Picking up a second hit, first RBI.
Justin Upton coming to the plate. Figured it'll be Wilson coming on in relief. Angels adding on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A pitching change with a couple of men on, 1 out. Angels leading at 11-5. To you by Jack in the Box. Try something different like Jack's Teriyaki Bowls. Only at Jack in the Box for a limited time. Halos on top 11-5. We are still in the bottom of the 7th inning. Alex Wilson takes over. This will be his 40th appearance of the season. 1-3 and a 4.01 ERA. He'll take over with Eric Young Jr. standing at third base. Cole Calhoun at first. Justin Upton coming to the plate. Justin came into this game over 15. Snapped out with a first inning base hit. Had a 2-run home run in his last at bat. A 2-for-4 game overall.
And Wilson fastball 91-94. Will throw a cut fastball, a slider, and a changeup.
Two balls, no strikes. Justin Anderson no longer loosening for the Angels. Is up to swing of the pitch nowhere near the zone. 2-1. Go back to that 6th inning home run the opposite way.
I love the approach, especially with 2 strikes. It's shortened up. You got to pitch a hanging breaking ball. Lines it into that corner for a 2-run home run. Home run number 22 on the season for Upton. A career high 35 home runs last season for Upton.
Two. Down goes Upton. 2 down. Shohei's been on board 3 times. 3-run home run in the first, single in the second, walk in the 6th with a run scored.
Also with a stolen base, has 5 stolen bases this year.
Shohei with 12 home runs on the season. That home run that he hit back in the first inning. And has 61 strikeouts as a pitcher this season. First player in baseball history to hit double-digit home runs during a season in which he struck out at least 50 batters.
Amazing stuff all season long for Shohei Ohtani. Watch him throw today. Going to throw a bullpen session on Saturday.
One ball, one strike. Williams Jerez, the left-hander, one of which the Angels acquired. The players, I should say, the Angels acquired from the Red Sox for Kinsler. Warming up. The pitch misses low. So Anderson now sitting in the pen. The Angels up 11-5. There's the 26-year-old Dominican. Called up today as Nick Strobiano was placed on the DL. 2-1, good rip, fouls it back. Albert is on deck. Got him looking. A little bit of a delayed call. Rutana goes down for the third out. The Angels add a run here the seventh. We head to the eighth. 11-5 Halos.
Oh, yeah.
We have the microphone. Major league debut on the hill, acquired in that Ian Kinsler trade. So good luck to him. Here with Jose Mota, I'm Patrick O'Neill. Stick around after the game. Angels Live post-game brought to you by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Jose, amigo, a plethora of positivity to talk about. What's on your mind?
Including another Dominican. Bring him on. William Jerez, welcome to the Angels. And what's on my mind is Shohei Ohtani again. You know, he's playing looser, and the leash is a little bit longer, but perhaps he's now showing when he lands a little bit early, which he has told me about now. He's going back with the big boys from the right side going oppo. And the jumps he's getting on the bases, the awareness that is all created by not having a pitch is quite obvious. Justin Upton told me, and I sit down over with him in Tampa Bay, I need to go out there and continue to trust my hands. It is a thing of beauty, Patrick, when he does exactly that.
Well, so far, so good. Let's have Victor and Mark bring this one home, and looking forward to seeing Jerez take the mound, guys.
Thanks a lot, Patio and Jose Mota. Jerez making that major league debut. 26-year-old native of Santiago in the Dominican Republic. Pitched in 2 games at AAA Salt Lake. 34 games at AAA Pawtucket. First one's downstairs.
The first one's always the most difficult because the butterflies, very difficult to breathe. A chance to talk to him earlier today. Real excited about putting on that Angel uniform and get a chance to get in the game right away here today.
Castellanos leading things off. Jerez falls behind here. 2 balls, no strikes. With Pawtucket, Jerez was 2-1 with a 3.63 earned run average in 34 games. Had 5 saves, 69 strikeouts, 24 walks, and 52 innings of work. 2-0. Out at the plate, 2-1.
He could touch 98, 99 with his fastball.
Jerez becomes the 53rd player used by the Angels this season, the 30th pitcher.
That is an incredible number.
And I believe he makes it 11 players that have made their major league debut with the Angels. 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And we're not in September yet. We might see a few more.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. There's always more.
However you slice it up, there's always more.
Yes.
Two. And down goes Castellanos. First major league batter for Williams Jerez, and he strikes out Nick Castellanos. 1 down.
That's a real good slider from Jerez to get a swing and miss.
Third baseman, number 46, Candelario.
Sharp break to it. 88-mile-an-hour slider, swing and miss. Well, you check that off the list right away. Get your first major league strikeout.
Popped up first base side. Albert heading over and makes the play in foul territory. 2 down.
Albert with a smile on his face, able to track that one down.
Designated hitter number 41, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez 1 for 2 with a walk, singled back in the third. Hits this one out to left field. Upton's got to go back on it, and not going to get there. It'll be a double for Victor Martinez with 2 outs here in the 8th.
Second baseman number 28, Nico Goodrum.
Pretty good piece of hitting. That's a 97-mile-an-hour fastball down towards the outer part of the plate. 12th double this season for Victor Martinez.
Victor Reyes takes over as the pinch runner. So 1 Victor for another. Nico takes a strike. He's 0 for 3.
Running at second base for the Tigers, number 22, Victor Reyes.
Double by Victor Martinez, the 9th hit for Detroit tonight. 11-5 here in the 8th inning. 1-1. A bouncer toward third. Caleb's got it. Across the diamond. Perez in his major league debut allows a 2-out double, nothing more, and also records his first strikeout of his major league career. 11-5 Halos. We head to the bottom of the 8th.
Key for this game today A little motley crew went back to home, sweet home, and the Angels in the last 7 home games have scored 60 runs. That's about 8.5 runs per game. 15 home runs during that stretch, homered in all 7 games. So it has been home sweet home over the last 7 for the Halos.
Alex Wilson back out on the mound for Detroit. Pujols, Simmons, Fletcher for the Angels here at the bottom of the 8th. Popped up, first base side. Rodriguez in foul territory, squeezes it. The first out. Albert 1 for 5 on the evening.
Shortstop number 2, Andrew Simmons.
What's that sign say? All I want for my birthday is a picture with Andrelton Simmons. Is that what that?
Why wouldn't you?
Well, they're recording this game. They could rewind and snap a picture. There you go.
Yeah.
Simmons 2 for 3, single double and a sac fly. 3-0. All I got for my birthday.
Yes.
Wanted, got it. Like it. Three one. Game up in Oakland's now in the 8th inning, 4-2 Dodgers. Bouncer toward third. And Laria across the diamond, 2 outs. Houston won earlier today. Seattle lost big time to Texas Rangers. Felix Hernandez on the mound.
So an opportunity to pick up a game against Seattle and Oakland tonight.
And the Yankees won in extra innings against the White Sox. I think Sonny Gray came out of the pen. Fletcher takes upstairs. David 1 for 4, singled and scored back in the first inning. Three balls and no strikes. Been a lot of 3-ball counts today on both sides.
The inability to finish off hitters or get ahead of the count.
And a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs.
Third baseman number 20.
Caleb Coward to come to the plate. 1 for 2. A single, 2 walks, an RBI and a run scored. Yeah, it looks like they're going to check on Wilson. Apparently Wilson's all right. 21 pitches so far, 10 strikes, 11 balls.
Notice anything on the follow through? Didn't really notice anything. That missed by quite a bit.
One ball would strike. Two balls, one strike. Two one. Two balls, two strikes.
A good sharp slider. See a warm night still here at the Big A. Angels, speaking of warm and hot, 11 runs scored.
Caleb takes inside, full count. Fletcher's got to take off with 2 outs. 3-2, fouled off. Fletcher back to first. Wilson ready. 3-2 again. Breaking ball. Again, this time fouled off. Afternoon affair tomorrow. 1:10 start. 1:07 start, I should say. Berea's on the mound for the Angels. 3-2 and a walk. Back-to-back 2-out walks. We'll bring up Francisco Arcia. Caleb Cower with a 3-walk game. 7 walks issued by Tiger pitching tonight.
A lot of base runners in this game for the Angels, especially when you think about it, down 2-0 in the first inning. Come right back and score 7.
Garcia hits one back toward the middle. Iglesias will force out Coward. We will head to the 9th inning. The Angels on top 11-5. hoping to get the play for a series sweep tomorrow afternoon. They will have an off day on Thursday, and then the Oakland A's come into town for a 3-game set beginning on Friday. Jeffrey Marte takes over at first base. No other changes for the Angels, so Pujols is out. A lot of base runners combined. It's all over the map. A little bit cleaner for the Angels on the bullpen side, 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. And here in the 9th, it'll be bottom 3rd. Rodriguez, McCann, and Jones. Bouncer toward 3rd. Caleb has been busy over there. 1 down.
Caleb Coward never had a 2-walk, 3 walks this game, along with a base hit. Some solid defense too for Caleb Coward at 3rd.
Now batting for the Tigers, catcher number 34, James McCann.
Right now. McCann singled and scored in the 2nd inning, struck out in the 4th. Hit that fly ball, which why the diving catch on and turned it into a double play at first base. That was to end the 6th inning.
Really a couple key defensive plays, even though the offense was outstanding. That good double play turned 4-6-3 at the end the 1st inning, and then that play by EY Jr. Back-to-back games of outstanding defensive plays by EY.
Oh, 2 now. Downstairs. 2-out double allowed by Jerez in the 8th inning, but nothing else. Got Goodrum to ground out to Coward. One, 2. Downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jacoby Jones on deck. This one's out to center field. Eric Young Jr. coming on.
Why not?
Stop hitting it to him. 2 outs.
He has covered some ground.
He was ready to lay out too.
Yes, he was.
Center fielder number 21, Jacoby Jones.
Halos an out away of making it 2 in a row against Detroit. Get back to 500. This will put him a game under. Jacoby Jones, the center fielder, 1 for 3 tonight. Takes a strike.
Even though Mike Trout didn't get a chance to play on his birthday, his teammates picked him up tonight with 11 runs, 13 hits. Mike Trout, birthday boy. Paul Sorrento, Mike Solis in front of him. Steve Solis, I should say, right in front of him.
2 on to Jones. 3-1. There's been one 1-2-3 inning in this game. That was by Andrew Heaney in the 4th.
So if you like offense, this was the game.
Yeah, I suppose. One way of looking at it. 3-1 now. Full count. Kerber, the leadoff man on deck. Perez ready to go. Here comes the 3-2 now. Jones lines one out to left field. Upton is there. Light that baby up as the Angels do make it 2 in a row tonight. The final 11-5.
Yeah, the offense really responded well after being behind early in the first inning. 2-0, scoring 7. Shohei Ohtani, big part of that. He is our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game. A 3-run home run in that first inning as part of a 7-run first inning. 3 home runs, 7 RBI, 4 starts, hitting that number 3 spot in the order for Shohei Ohtani, our Land Rover above and beyond player of the game.
And it was a shaky start for Andrew Heaney tonight. He's been so good at home, but today a little bit of a different wrinkle for him. But Gooby still hung in there and picked up the W.
Yeah, that's a career best now, 7th W for Andrew Heaney. Sometimes you don't have your great stuff, but you find a way to win. The offense certainly helped him out, as did the defense this evening for the Angels, as they're just 1 game below 500 now. A chance to get back to 500 with a win tomorrow afternoon.
Halo's had a lot of hits, a lot of offense. So one guy that needed to get some offense tonight after coming into the ball game 0 for 15, Justin Upton, did so with a couple of hits, including the home run down the right field line. A 2-run blast picks up the W. Helps the Angels pick up the W, the second consecutive night.
Good to see the offense swinging. There's the birthday boy walking off the field, happy for his teammates.
Let's go down to Alec Curry.
Justin, 2 straight wins to start this homestand with some serious production from the entire lineup in that first inning. What have you seen from this team to turn things around here at home?
We were patient, getting good pitches, and you know, we turned in some good at bats and got rewarded for it.
You came into this game snapping an 0 in the first and followed it up with a home run. For you, what was the difference for you at the plate?
You know, just trying to be more patient up there, see the ball better, and you know, see what I can do with it.
The last 2 games we've seen Eric Young Jr. make some phenomenal catches in the outfield. Yours right there next to him. What kind of spark have you seen him bring this team?
You know, he's an energy guy. He brings a lot of energy to the clubhouse, to the field, and you know, he's been doing it with the glove and the bat. So we're excited to have him, and he's been doing a good job.
It's been fun to watch. Congrats on picking up the win.
All right, thank you.
The Angels pick up Game 2 against Detroit, a final of 11-5 with the offense showing up strong tonight. But don't go anywhere because we're going to break it all down next on Angels Live with Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon right here on Fox Sports West.